and the omnibus, so I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on. I'm awash with the stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of the UK's second-largest city, Birmingham.
You're listening to Sunday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
Morning. You're out early?
Well, I was lying in bed thinking about our ploughing match, going through everything for Thursday, and it suddenly struck me, access.
Is that a problem?
Well, it might be, Stella. I mean, we're going to need a separate pedestrian entrance to the field, because we can't have spectators using the same gate as the ploughs. I thought I'd come and take a look.
Well, there's a gap in the hedge on the barn side of the field. If we tidied it up, it might do. Oh, look at those two stags at the edge of the woods. Oh, just grand, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes, indeed. What magnificent creatures they are.
Come on. I'll show you that gap in the hedge and then we can both take a break for breakfast. So, apart from pedestrian access, is everything else sorted for Thursday?
Just about. The bull are doing the catering. And David is loaning us the stage blocks from the barn for the prize-giving platform.
Oh, that sounds very grand.
Hopefully that's where you'll be lifting the Ladies' Cup, bringing glory to Home Farm.
Wait, back up. The Ladies' Cup?
Yeah, it's awarded to the highest scoring...
Lady, yeah, I got that. It's in the name.
Well, surely it's a good thing to have a special cup celebrating women's contribution to farming. Anyway, I've entered you.
I'm sorry.
Well, when Ruth put in an entry last week, I thought it would make for some fun local rivalry. Two female farmers going head-to-head.
We're lady farmers, Brian. Have some decorum.
Yeah, all right, I get your point, but I've already spoken to Tony about borrowing his Fordson Major for the vintage category.
Well, you should have asked me first.
Well, I thought I had, I'm sorry. But it would be a shame to host the thing and have no one representing us.
Well, why don't you do it?
Far too old now. You got youth on your side, and you know
yes,
how
and
to...
you know how I feel about ploughing. It's bad enough Home Farm will be seen promoting outdated farming, but I don't want to be the poster girl for it.
We're not promoting anything. We're celebrating traditional skills. It's about history.
Right.
Is that a yes? You'll compete against Ruth?
No, it's an all right. I'll think about it. Come on, let's get going.
Hi, Emma.
Alice, is something wrong?
No. I just need you to sign another permission slip for Keira now that she's confident over low jumps.
Oh, okay. Right.
Do you have a pen?
Hold on, I'll get one.
Can I come in?
Oh, yeah, of course. Just let me shift these plates into the sink. I'm sorry about the state of the place. Ed left early with Keira and I've had a bit of a slow start.
No, don't apologise. That's what I like best about a Sunday morning off work. A nice slow start to the day.
Yeah.
Although when Martha's with me, she's usually up about 6. But sometimes I can persuade her to get into my bed and cuddle like a little baby bear. If I'm lucky, I get another hour's sleep.
Keira was never one for snuggling when she was little, but George was.
Right.
Sorry, I know there's a pen here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Where do you want me to sign?
At the bottom, here. Just on the dotted line.
There. Done.
Right, thank you. I'll drop this into Lillian so she has it before Kira's hack this afternoon.
Well, they're going on a hack today.
Yeah, Lillian messaged you yesterday. The whole group's going. It's through the woods, so there's likely to be small logs to go over.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, my brain's like a sieve at the minute. I've got a lot on my mind.
I know. And that's the other reason I'm here.
Alice, I completely understand if you want to tear me to pieces. I deserve anything and everything you want to throw at me. But this morning, it's just... I've got a headache and I... Ignore me. Don't matter.
Have you taken painkillers?
No, can't find any.
Well, I've got some paracetamol somewhere. Oh, here. Look, have these.
Okay. Thank you.
Did you hear about Fallon? She's handed her notice in at the tea room. Harrison's gone back to work full time.
Yeah, Clary told me. I haven't spoken to Fallon, though. Not since the day in court.
Emma.
I'm so sorry, Alice. For everything we've put you through.
I'm not looking for an apology.
I wouldn't blame you for hating the lot of us.
But I don't. I can't afford to.
I'm so angry with George and disappointed, and I miss him so much.
Oh, I hope you don't mind me turning up, Ruth.
And forcing me to take a break from wading through orders for our Christmas beef? I'm livid.
Well, I don't want to distract you from your work.
I can finish these later. Or David can when he's back from sorting wood for bonfire night.
Oh, you've not been stuck inside all morning, have you?
No. After milking, I went up to see how the grass is holding up. Whether we can get one more rotation of grazing before the winter.
What have you got planned for the rest of the day?
Well, actually, a bit of ploughing. I'm collecting Bert's old tractor from the shed near your place. I want to get in some practice while the weather holds.
Brian dropped the bombshell that he's entered me for the match.
Yeah, I heard I've got a local rival.
Oh, well, I'm really not sure about it. I stuck my neck out fighting for the no-till seed drill, and now what? I'm going to be on the front page of the local paper. BL's non-exec director for nature ploughing up the land, destroying the soil.
No one will think you're going to ditch the no-till and start ploughing up home farm.
No, you sound just like Brian.
And aren't we going to be ploughing the field with blackgrass in it?
Mm-hmm.
And how might you have gone about getting rid of it if you weren't hosting this match?
That's not the point.
Well, you can't deny that ploughing is a tried and tested method. Well, come on, Stella. Brian's actually killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, what about this ladies' cup? I thought I'd slipped through a wormhole to the 1970s, but Brian thinks it's farming's answer to feminism.
Then let's embrace it. I was reading some articles about Level the Field last week and came across a couple of ploughwomen from the 50s. The general assumption was that women couldn't plough, not enough upper body strength.
So out of the fields and back to the kitchen for them while the real farmers get on with the big work.
But hang on, I'll find the link. Look at these two.
Oh.
Jean Burns and Margaret Hawke defied all expectations. Both competed in ploughing matches, and Hawke even beat her brothers in horse ploughing.
Okay, now you've got me. Wow, they look amazing. And not a hoop skirt or a lady's bonnet in sight.
We could go to the match dressed as them, in vintage clothes on our vintage tractors.
Oh, give women in farming a proper historical platform. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Just for today? Is that a recovery thing?
Well, I don't think us alcoholics can claim exclusive rights. It's just not catastrophising.
Right.
Wake up and manage one day as best as you can.
Yeah, I am trying.
Sorry, too preachy.
No, it's okay. Sounds like good advice. It's just as soon as I try focusing on the moment, something negative creeps in, like shame, guilt, or dread. And then I snap at Ed or Keira and I end up feeling worse.
Look, I'm not saying it's easy.
I'm just so worried about it.
I know.
Oh, what am I doing going on? You don't need to hear about this.
It's okay.
It's not.
It has to be. I can't use George as an excuse to be angry. That's a slippery slope I know too well. And it's not going to help Martha. I've still got a long way to go to make things okay with her.
But the snuggling in bed like a baby bear, that sounds hopeful.
To be honest, it's been a while since she's done that. She prefers to sleep at Chris's.
What a mess he's made for everyone.
It's not George's fault I started drinking again.
No, but I know it got worse after the crash. When you Left for London.
Yeah, it's hard to think about that now.
Sorry.
Will you visit George?
Yeah, I'm waiting for his visiting request. I'm hoping I might feel better once I've seen him.
And what about writing to him? Chris wrote me a letter when I was in rehab.
Did he? Mm-hmm. That's nice. I didn't know that.
If George is anything like me, he'll just be grateful to hear about home.
I did start writing him a letter, but I don't have much to say.
Oh, I bet you do, really. It doesn't need to be earth-shattering. You could write and tell him all about Apple Day.
Oh, yeah. The Grundys are putting on an event that no one in the village will attend.
Well, I'm coming. We promised Keira.
You really don't have to.
I do. She's Martha's cousin. Plus, she's running a store where she predicts the future with apple peel.
Really? It's the first I've heard of it. I thought she was helping Poppy.
Well, it looks like you're going to have to come along then if you want to know what your daughter's up to.
So, the plan is that you're Jean Burns and I'm Margaret Hawke?
Yep.
Right, well, I'm sure Brian and David will expect us to be in fierce competition with each other.
Oh, who says we won't be? I still want to win that cup for me mantelpiece.
Well, Brian says I have youth on my side.
Well, lucky I have experience.
Lucky I don't care if I win or lose.
That's a spirit. Why don't you just stand on your no-till soapbox, preach its virtues to all the old farming families of Borsetshire?
Do you know what? Maybe I will.
I'm starving. I hope they hurry up.
I thought you said you had a big breakfast this morning.
I did. Yeah. I needed to refuel after all the hard work I did with Stella clearing away into the ploughing match field. Look at the scratches on my arms. That's the work of the wild roses.
Sounds like a rock band.
Oh, this must be our food coming.
Oh, no. Looks like Tracy's heading for Sabrina and Richard's table.
But they ordered after us.
Yeah, well, maybe they didn't order a children's fish and chips that isn't on the menu today.
Yeah, that was very nice of Wayne to agree to make it for Martha. Look, do you think I should go and get them from the beer garden?
No, I told Kate I'd message her when the food arrives.
Did I tell you I got a late entry from Neil this morning? He said he needed something good to focus on, and ploughing might be the answer. I mean, it can't be easy for him and Susan. Sometimes doing what you think is best for your family turns out to be the most painful thing.
Dad, I went to see Emma today. She's not doing great either.
Well, she's not someone you need to worry about, darling. It's far better for you to focus on your own recovery.
I think reaching out to the Grundys might be part of my recovery. I can't live inside my head, Dad. It's not good for me.
Well, she has her own family.
But I kind of am family. For better or worse, Keira and George are my niece and nephew.
Only by a marriage that's over now.
Dad!
Oh, sorry.
I understand what it's like for Emma. To be separated from her child and to feel like it's her fault.
Well, I admire you in a way. You're a better woman than I'll ever be.
Thank you, I think.
Oh, come on. You know what I mean.
So what do you do? The spot effects on the arches.
Are you what we call Foley then?
Kind of. Yep.
Okay. And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production.
Yep. That's the bull bar. That's
This one.
Yep. That's.
I mean, Hayley so wanted to be in their own place when their baby came. It's due in 2 months. Not much chance of that now. No. I mean, it would have been a stretch for them financially, mind, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline.
I think The Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community, at whatever